heavenly abiding counters evil. Now that sounds like a cliche statement. But if we think about it for a minute, if we live in the heavenly will of God here on earth as it is in heaven, we'll have nothing to do with pain or suffering or death or the corruption that's here on the earth or the violence or any of that, because that's not of God. So if we live that way, then we're not going to do any of the things on this earth that are not in God's will. And perhaps, and hopefully, people will see the way we're living and decide to do the same thing. And the biggest thing, the biggest way to determine whether things are changing in this world is to look at what's on people's plates. If we're eating animals, we are contributing to the suffering and death on this world. That's very simple. If we wear furs, we do that. If we support products that are tested on animals, we do that. If we rob a bank, we're doing that. Now, we're going to say, well, we're not going to rob a bank, and there's a big difference between robbing a bank and eating an animal. Well, I'm not sure there is. Not if we're looking at living in God's heavenly will. Because if we are, we're not going to do any of those things. And God says, if you love me and love his creation and love every part of it and love our neighbor as ourselves, and I consider the animals our neighbors, we'll fulfill the whole Bible. Everything that's written in the Bible that we're not supposed to do, and we'll naturally do everything we're supposed to do. That's what he meant. So that's the way we have to live. If we don't decide to truly live in God's heavenly will and protect his whole creation, as humans, animals, and the environment we all live in, then we're not going to have the peace on earth that we're supposed to have. We're not going to have the godly world we're supposed to have. And we're not going to end the suffering. We have to do something positively in God's will to end the suffering in this world. And we can do it. Amen.